239 families still don't have closure. Aviation changed forever because of one flight. And somewhere in the ocean, the truth is waiting. This is what MH370 left behind. 10 years later, MH370 remains the greatest mystery in modern aviation. Not the deadliest crash, not the most tragic, but the most inexplicable. In an age where your smartphone knows your exact location every second, a Boeing 777 vanished. The families of the 239 people on board have never stopped searching for answers. Chinese relatives, who made up the majority of passengers, held protests demanding transparency from Malaysian authorities. They've been met with secrecy, contradictory statements, and official silence. Some families believe their loved ones are still alive somewhere. Others just want to know where the plane is so they can have closure. Annual memorials are held. Support groups formed. But the years pass and the mystery deepens. Because of MH370, aviation changed. New regulations require aircraft to have tracking systems that can't be turned off. Real-time flight tracking became standard. Black boxes now have longer battery life and can transmit their location if submerged. The idea that a plane could vanish was supposed to be impossible after this. But these changes came too late for the 239 people on MH370. Among them were 20 employees of a tech company traveling to Beijing for work. Families heading home. Artists going to showcase their work. Each person had a story, a future, plans for the next day. All of it ended somewhere over the Indian Ocean on March 8, 2014. Malaysia's official investigation report, released in 2018, concluded that the plane's controls were likely deliberately manipulated to take it off course. But it stopped short of blaming anyone specifically. We cannot establish with certainty the reason the aircraft diverted, the report stated. Translation: we don't know what happened. After 4 years of investigation, hundreds of millions spent, the largest search in history, the official answer is, we don't know. That's terrifying. Because if we can't figure out what happened to MH370 with all our technology and resources, what does that say about aviation safety? What does it say about our ability to find the truth? In 2024, 10 years after the disappearance, there are renewed calls to resume the search. New technology has emerged. Ocean Infinity has offered to search again, this time with even more advanced equipment. They're willing to work on a no-find, no-fee basis. Malaysia's government is considering it. Families are hopeful. But there's also exhaustion. How many times can you search the same ocean and find nothing? How many times can you get your hopes up? But here's what keeps investigators up at night. Somewhere on the ocean floor there are two black boxes. The cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder. They contain the final conversations in the cockpit, every control input, every alarm, every system reading. They hold the truth. But their batteries died weeks after the crash. They're no longer pinging. They're just sitting there in the darkness, 3,000 to 4,000 meters down, waiting to be found. And with every year that passes, ocean currents shift sediment, covering debris, making the search harder. If MH370 isn't found soon, it might never be found. So what really happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370? Was it a deliberate act? A catastrophic failure? A hijacking? A fire? Something we haven't even considered? The honest answer is we don't know. And that might be the scariest part. In 2014, 239 people took off on a routine flight. 6 hours later, they should have landed in Beijing. Instead, they vanished. Somewhere in the southern Indian Ocean, or maybe somewhere else entirely, lies the answer. Until that wreckage is found, until those black boxes are recovered, MH370 will remain what it is now. The plane that disappeared, the mystery that won't die, and a reminder that even in our modern world, some things can still vanish without a trace. 239 people are still missing. Their families are still waiting. And the ocean is still keeping its secrets.